All right, all fueled up. I got a little bit of a long day today. The plan is to basically head up to Salt Lake, go downtown. Then after that, I have a few meetings, so I'll probably hit up a coffee shop and take care of that. Then I'm gonna go over to Park City to get a few more shots. And then I'm gonna make my way to Midway and do a few things and make my way back home. And you'll see all that as I take you along. But the main goal of today is one, I got like 3 things. First, there's an unreleased product I can't show you just yet, but I gotta get some shots with that. That's where I'm gonna head out. I'm shooting this on the new Nikon ZR, so let me know how that looks. I'm really loving this camera so far. But the main thing is, I've got this right here. I've been using the DJI Mic 3 for a little while now, and well, it's time to tell you about it. So I'm gonna be using it this entire time. Everything you hear is through the DJI Mic 3. I'll talk about it a little bit more once we get downtown. So let's head out. I don't really come to Salt Lake that often, but I figured it was a nice change of pace considering I usually go up to the mountains and stuff, but city life can be fun too. There's really not that much to do here, which is why I don't come that often, but it does give us some nice landscapes. So we're checking it out, getting some good B-roll. And again, you're listening to the DJI Mic 3. This is another place where testing this mic actually makes a lot of sense. I'll talk about that more in a second. Now, the DJI Mic 3 has been out for a few months now, and I've been using every single version of the DJI Mic series that they have made. And this takes basically everything you're used to, but really shrinks everything down. So it's like the perfect mix between the Mic 2 and the Mic Mini. You're getting a lot of the professional features you're used to. So it has 32-bit float recording, which helps when you go into editing. So if something's too loud, you can pretty much always recover it. You get the 2 transmitters in the case. You have 32 gigabytes of internal storage, but with that you're getting even more upgrades. So you can connect multiple of these transmitters to one receiver if that's something you're doing, like if you're miking up many people. And now there's also timecode integrated, so if you're working with multiple cameras, then you can easily sync them together using this. But you're doing all of that in a size that is much more similar to the mini version rather than the regular version. All right, so I got all the shots I need, at least for right now, but I do have a meeting coming up, so I gotta go find a coffee shop so that I can get this going. But as this train goes by, you can hear what this sounds like with the DJI Mic 3. I mean, it's a city, so you're gonna hear quite a few noises. It's pretty loud, but this has noise cancellation built in, and one of the new things is that it has 2 modes of noise cancellation. So I'm gonna wait for the next train to come. I'm gonna turn the noise cancellation on to the strong mode so you can hear the difference in what that sounds like, and I'm gonna do that right now. Now we have another train going behind me, and now it's in the strong noise cancellation mode. So you'll have to hear what that sounds like. I mean, you can see the difference. That was the same train basically going back and forth. It does make a big difference, although I will say the strong noise cancellation, even though you can hear my voice a lot easier and it does cancel a lot of the noise, what it does do is it does distorts the voice a little bit more, which is just the natural occurrence when you're doing this kind of noise cancellation. So because there are 2 modes, the strong is the one that I will use in a situation like this. But in any other situation, if I just want a little bit of noise cancellation, I'll go to the first mode. But they both work pretty well. Typically for me though, because of how I deal with audio, I like to do all this stuff in post-processing, so I wouldn't do it in the mic itself. But what's nice is that you can actually record 2 tracks to this microphone so that you can actually have the noise cancellation mode and the regular non-noise cancellation mode recorded at the same time. So I can choose later on if that's what I want to use. So if I'm, uploading to social media and I'm gonna be working on my phone really quick and I want that noise cancellation, I can have it. But if I don't need it, well, then I don't need to worry about it because I can have both. And now we have another train coming. Just another test to see how this sounds like. It's kind of impressive what noise cancellation can do these days. But yeah, I've been waiting for these trains long enough. It's time to go find a coffee shop because I'm about to miss my meeting. Now, as I make my way over there, let me tell you a few of the other nice things here. One that I love is that everything you need fits into this case. In years past, if you needed certain accessories, you kind of had to sacrifice the space in the case. That's not the case anymore. You can do everything here. And one thing I'm glad DJI did here is that in making it smaller, they also made it a little bit more modular. With the DJI Mic 2, it had a clip built in and a magnet that you can attach to it. With the 3, that is still the case, but instead of having them stacked on top of each other, which can make them rather big and kind of hang off your shirt. Now you can choose which one you want. If you want the clip, you can magnetically attach that, and the clip actually can rotate as well, which is nice. But if you don't need that and you just need a magnet, well, you can pull off the clip, attach the magnet. And so this just gives you a slimmer profile, making the small microphone feel as small as it is. And the battery here is also still great. You get 8 hours per transmitter, and if you want to recharge them, you just put them back in the case, and that can get you up to 28 hours of use. So in my day today, I'm not even getting close to using this entire battery. Now I love exploring new coffee shops. It's a good excuse to get out of the house. The only problem is I really hate coffee. I thought maybe today would be different, but no. All right, done with my first meeting for today. Let's head to Park City. It's probably only about 20 minutes from here, maybe a little longer. But I want to get some shots of the main strip, so we're gonna head over there and see how that goes. I really love Park City. It's nice when you come here not on a busy time because it's much emptier. A lot of times they have like street fairs, they do all these kind of crazy events, and it's packed here. But you know, this type of thing is why something like the DJI Mic 3 comes in handy, because for me, I want a lot of the professional type features, so like the 32-bit float, the internal recording, those things that you can't get with something like the DJI Mic Mini, which is, you know, is very similar to that. But at the same time, when I'm, you know, walking around just kind of exploring, kind of doing this whole vlog style thing, I don't want to think about the microphone that much. Honestly, the microphone is always my biggest stress point to make sure that the audio is sounding good. This kind of helps with that. Another thing though that this is solid at, that, I mean, it's not really new. DJI has been doing this well since the beginning, but it's kind of breezy right now, but you probably can't hear it because I have the wind muff on, so that's good. All of that stuff is really dialed in. And also, even though it's not busy right now, it typically is busy here in Park City. But if you're going to like trade shows, I mean, I'm planning to go to CES pretty soon here in January. When you're doing all those types of things, these wireless microphones sometimes can struggle. But that is really not an issue here because it is able to, you know, switch frequencies and be smart about that, so that if there is an issue where it's cutting out, well, it can, you know, adjust to make sure that doesn't happen. But the most important thing is that it has that internal recording that, you know, can take over and that you can use instead if for some reason there is an issue. So this in most ways is the DJI Mic that you have come to expect from a company like DJI. It does all the basics extremely well. It's just in a much smaller form factor. But it is not perfect, especially coming from something like the DJI Mic 2. There are a few things that I wish were different that I hope DJI kind of adjusts in later versions. I think they will. But yeah, I'm pretty much done here in Park City. I got all the shots that I needed. It got cloudy, which I wasn't super thrilled with, but hey, it worked out, it's fine. But now I'm gonna go to Midway, Utah, which is on my way home. And there's a few different shops. I'm gonna get something to eat because I haven't eaten all day. It's around 4 o'clock. But when we get there and I grab food, let's talk about some of my issues with this mic system, because they might be deal breakers for some people, but let's head out. All right, made it to Midway, stopped here at Ballerina Farm. My Alexa wanted me to pick up a few little treats. They actually have surprisingly good stuff here. Their protein powder is pretty good, and some of their snacks are pretty good, so that's what I got. I kind of finished everything I need to do today, so that worked out. Okay, now on to the last thing I wanted to talk about, which are my issues. I don't have very many, but they could be deal breakers in certain situations. And if you've looked into this mic since it's been out, it's not really any different. It's just that now that I've experienced it, they can be issues. And the biggest one is that there is no audio in, because in professional situations, I can't have this on the talent's, you know, lapel or put it in their shirt or anything like that. This look it just doesn't work. Now, when I'm making content like this, it's fine. It's not a really big issue. But in those times when I really do need that lav, well, I now can't use this system. Now, luckily, I'm in the situation where I have the DJI Mic 2, so I can use it there. I still get my 32-bit float, a lot of the great same features. So for me personally, it's like not a deal breaker just because I already have some of those fixes available. But if you're just looking at your one-stop solution for a microphone system, that is something definitely to consider. Aside from that, the only real issue I have with the system is not that big of a deal, but it's just something I've noticed as I've been using it. It's that the magnets that are used, that I talked about earlier, they're just not very strong. And so I'm always feeling like these things are gonna fall off because of those magnets. Because if I could just demonstrate here, you might hear something. it just like pops off, and it's like fine. For the situation I've been doing today, it hasn't been an issue whatsoever, but I can imagine a time where this is on someone and you're doing something a little bit more active, and these things could easily pop off. It's just something I noticed, and it's something I wish was different. Maybe there's a third party out there that can release a stronger magnet that would work better. But really, those two things are like the issues I have with them. One could be a deal breaker, one's really not. Just things to be aware of. And there were things that I had heard going into this, you know, since this has been out for a few months, but now that I've actually experienced them, they're kind of real. But just like that, the street lights are on, and I think that means it's time for me to go home. Sun is going down very quickly. Nice sunset here in Midway, but got everything I needed to get done. Started in Salt Lake, then went to Park City, got all the shots I needed, did my meetings. Didn't get to get dinner, so I'll just wait till I get home for that. But hey, got everything that I needed done. And for a day like this, which I don't do that often, but you know, once, twice a month, where I need to just be out and I want to like film my day and just bring you guys along with me, a microphone like the DJI Mic 3 is exactly what you want. It works really well for this type of situation. And I've heard it been called like the DJI Mic Mini Pro. In a lot of ways, that's exactly what it is, but also in a lot of ways, that's all I really need for many situations. If you are a creator and you just want a good, solid microphone that you can clip onto your shirt or bag like this, and it's just gonna work, it's gonna connect to different devices like your phone, like your camera, like other DJI products, this is hard to beat. Although I do think DJI is probably gonna have something else up their sleeve for a product like this. The mini form factor here is really nice, but I'm excited to see what else DJI has to offer.